Hey FlossTube, I'm Kathleen and this is StitchuationNormal episode 33. It is August 30th, 2021. We are feeling the heat here in Southern Ontario. I am, in case you don't know why you're here, a cross stitcher and I talk about my cross stitch adventures, and I have a fully finished, or no, just a finished, no, yeah. As you can tell, I know a lot about everything. No, I have a finished object. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Fully finished object would be nice, but I don't have one. I just have an FO, a finished object, which I'm very excited to show you guys. It's one of the favorites, I would say, of everyone watching along. One of the favorites, not Little Women. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if I'd finished Little Women now? Someday though. Okay, so I've got a finished object, I've got WIPS, I've got haul, I've got Stitch Kindness, I'm going to do a giveaway, I'm going to talk about my birthday start, I'm going to talk about Expo. My cat might join in, she's going wild right now. I forgot to put my phone on silent, so that means someone will probably call, even though they don't normally ever call. It's just the way things go, right? So I'm very excited to talk about Stitch stuff with you guys, and I'm going to give a little bit of a life update before we get into it all. So I guess the major news around here is that we finally made it to see the new Paw Patrol movie in theaters. So that was a highlight of the last 2 weeks. It was actually pretty good. I liked it. My husband only fell asleep twice. He liked it too though, but he was very tired. Yeah, it was really fun to be. That was our first time back to the movies since 2020, like beginning of 2020. So we saw the Sonic movie as a family, and that was February 14th, I think, and that was the last time we went to the movies, so it was really fun to be back at the movies. I had a mouse in my car. Like a year ago, my brother told me that he had a mouse in his car. He's got kids too, and he said, like, you know how kids, there's just goldfish everywhere when you have kids, so I guess the mouse was just living off of their goldfish and the kids' snacks in the car. I'd never heard of someone having a mouse in their car, and like he had to set a trap. It was dramatic. Anyways, so I haven't driven my car in weeks, since before we went to the cottage, and I was looking for one of the boys' hats because I couldn't find any of their summer hats. And I was like, oh, it must be my car, and I looked, and the only thing in my car, there was nothing in my car. Like, I'd recently vacuumed it and everything. There was a McDonald's bag, and there was no food in it, just the wrappers though. And I could see something had like nibbled through the bag, and I could see like the empty yogurt tube. Like, I know I should have thrown it out a month ago, but I didn't think a mouse would somehow, I don't know how it got in my car. So anyways, I was so stressed out. I don't like mice. I have a lot of bad mice stories. I probably more than the average person, not more than farm folk, I'm sure, but like I've had some bad mice experiences. I don't care if they're outside, that's where they live, that's fine. I freak out if they're in my car or in my house. So anyone else just not love mice? I know it's normal. It's normal, like most houses, I want to say, have mice in them, but we've been so lucky. I'm knocking on wood in this house, and also we have a cat. I don't know if that helps, but oof, it was terrible. So anyways, I've talked a lot about that mouse in my car. I gave it more attention than it deserved. But it's like living for free in my brain right now because I can't get it out of my head that there's a mouse in my car. I haven't driven it still, so I'm gonna make my husband take it for a spin. And my mom, I visited my mom on the weekend. Oh, that was Mew. If you saw something right there, that was Mew. My mom was like, I've got a trap. And so she put peanut butter in a trap and put it in our car, but it was the wrong car. I was like, Mom, that's not the car. She's like, I don't know how you drove that here. I was like, that wasn't the car, but she didn't catch that that's what I was saying. So it was really funny. She set a trap in the wrong car. That would be alarming. And she's like, I thought I heard something stirring. I'm like, it wasn't that car. But if there is a mouse in that car too. Oof. Anyways, that was a lot of mouse talk. I don't think they, oh, you're not gonna believe this, guys. You're just not gonna believe it. So, you know how I love going to the thrift store, and I do thrift store. I really slurred that together. I love going to the thrift store. I find fun things at the thrift store, and I have some to show you, but I missed out on like the ultimate score thrift store haul, and it was at my local thrift store. So this woman in one of the Facebook Marketplace Stitch groups, she shared this haul that she got, and it was insane. It was like tons of Rosewood Manor Jeanette Douglas, tons of Jeanette Douglas, tons of the Victoria Sampler, Lizzie Kate, like, it was, if I even found one of those at a thrift store, I'd be like, whoa, this is insane. But this is like stacks and stacks and stacks. Like, she showed me, it was like this much. That's what she took. That's not even what was, it was probably more than that, actually. I think it was 2 stacks like this. And I don't know why I had to ask, but I had a feeling. Okay, so I went kickboxing in the morning on last Wednesday, and I drive right past Valley Village. And I was like, I'm gonna pop in, but I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just too tired. I'm just gonna go home. They never have anything anyways at that one. That's never where I find stuff. So then 2 days later, this woman posts her haul, and I had to ask. I was like, what thrift store was this? And she was like, Valley Village. And I'm like, which one? What city? It was my city, and it was my location. She even gave the address. I was like, you're joking. And I was like, I almost went Wednesday, and she's like, that's the day I found it all. And I was like, I went back, nothing left. But I did order a chart from her because she was selling some of them, because it was like, I needed to know all the details. As we know, I hyperfixate on things. She said that how they like priced it at Valley Village was they put like a whole bunch in a bag, like an inch stack about in a bag, and she said she bought 24 of them. I was like, you go girl. She was like, I wish you would have been there, we could have shared it. I'm like, you're so sweet, because like I would have just loved to have just scooped it all up myself, but like I love that she wanted to share, so I want to be more like that Stitcher. And now you guys know the real me, I'm greedy. And then she said when she saw it all, she got a little bit lightheaded. I'm sure I was like lightheaded just hearing her tell me about it. So anyway, sorry, they had it in like a 1-inch bags, and they were like $4.99 a bag. And I'm like, that's a steal. She said she felt like she was robbing the place when she left. So anyways, as if my FOMO wasn't bad enough, FOMO, fear of missing out, I have like retroactive FOMO now. And I'm like, and I knew I should have gone that day, and I can't let it go, but maybe if I tell you guys, it'll help me move on. So anyways, okay, that's the life update. I have one comment, I guess, from last week, or one thing that we talked about. So I talked about stitching 1/1 on the Bolana. I think it was 20 count Bolana, and how I was having an issue because it was sliding under, and there's a right and a wrong way to stitch on it. So several of you recommended Jean Farish. She has a tutorial. Well, it's in her floss tube, but I'm going to tell you exactly how to get to it. So if you don't want to watch the whole video, you don't have half an hour or 45 minutes, you can just go to that direct spot. So actually, who sent me the info? Okay, their name is DY. Sorry, I don't know your actual name, but that's your name on YouTube. You commented and told me that it is episode 15 and the 23rd minute. If you start watching, then you'll get all the information. And I watched the video, and it was helpful. I know exactly what to do now. It's just like a little extra work, I want to say. Like, you can't just like do all your rows and then come back and cross them. There's like, you can do one normal, if you go from bottom to top, the next row you can go bottom to top, but then you have to, or no, you have to go from top to bottom, and then you can cross it the normal way. So the cross always can be the same way, but it's whether you start here or you come through under. And she talks about it pretty thoroughly. You have to watch the whole like section of her talking about it to fully understand it. She shows a diagram first, and then she goes into it. A lot of you have been screaming at me to watch Jean Farish because her videos are so informative. You can learn everything there is to know about cross stitch. I feel like Jean Farish knows. And she's a designer too, which I knew because I follow her on Etsy. I follow her shop, and I like a few of her things, but I just don't know why I never watched the videos. Literally, someone commented once and was like, I'm gonna keep screaming her name until you finally get it through your head to watch her. And I was like, oh my gosh. But anyways, I finally did. It's through my head now. Jean Farish, I'm gonna link the video below so you can watch if you're having trouble with 1/1 stitching, sliding under on even weave or linen. Sounds right, I don't know. Okay, Canadian shop feature. This shop feature is coming from Lorraine Bergstrom. She recommended this shop. It's called The Craft Connection, and it is in Edmonton, Alberta. We have a few Calgary, Alberta shops that we know of, Embroidery Marketplace, Traditional Stitches, but this one is in Edmonton. So it's good to know if you're in the Edmonton area, or even not, because they ship everywhere. So Lorraine says that they don't have a big online presence, which I went to their website. You can't look through charts, but they have charts, fabric, floss. They have everything really that you need to buy. You just have to call. Lorraine says that they've been in business for 32 years and they ship everywhere. So you just call in and you can place an order. Anyone can place an order. So I'll put all that information in the description box. the Craft Connection. Did I say they're a brick and mortar shop? They are a brick and mortar shop. But again, they ship everywhere. So give them a call, because some of the other shops, they take a little longer to ship because they're backlogged, right? So it's nice to check them out. And I think they said they can order anything in too if they don't have it. So check them out. And thank you, Lorraine. If anyone else has a Canadian shop they want to have shouted out in this video, please let me know. Leave me a comment or send me an email. My email will be in the description box below. Okay. Do you want to see my finished object? Do you know what it is? Probably. I'll give you a second to guess while I get the chart ready to show you. Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs. I finished it, so that's what it looked like. And here's what mine looks like. I'm so excited to finish this one. So I stitched this on 28 count light taupe Lugana. I'm really happy with the color of it. I did the DMC. I stitched 2/2, but I switched out all these bricks. I did my own conversion. So if you see, it's very dark here, and I went lighter on mine. Maybe you can tell. It's also for in this urn, or whatever it is, the pot. So this was so fun to stitch. I had some trouble in certain areas. I had to rip things out, put it back in. I think the most difficult part was putting my initials in, because there was only a spot for one initial. So, but I did put both mine in. So I put a K here, and I put a K, oh, sorry, this is where the initial was, but I tucked in a second one right there. And then I put the year in here. So a lot of people didn't like how I think the year was supposed to start and it was really spaced out, and I didn't really like it. I still don't love it. I don't love the color. I don't know, but it's just such a beautiful piece. The strawberry border, everything. I started this on the first day of spring, I believe, with Merritt Crawford. We did our strawberry pickin' 21 sal. So we might have to do strawberry pickin' 22, because there's a lot of strawberry charts out there. What do you think? Strawberry pickin' 22 sal? We had fun. So we used that hashtag on Instagram, and then you can scroll through. It seems like a lot of people went rogue with the initials and the date. I didn't see anyone that did it as it was charted. Cause I guess I can show you. And I ironed it too, but here I am throwing this around like a doll. Okay, so this, if you look here, this is where they had their initial, and this is where, and they didn't give a number. They didn't put a number, like they have like an alphabet, but they didn't have numbers. Okay, sorry, that was really blown out, but I was scared of accidentally showing the chart, so that's just my bad. But like, it goes like 199, and then the 4 is, no, 1992. So I'm happy with how I did mine. You can personalize it. That's the spin we're gonna take on that now, is we personalized ours. So there it is, Strawberry Fields Forever. I had a frame, but it was just too big. It wasn't working for it, so I need to find a smaller frame for it. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for me fully finishing Create. Remember how much I tripped over fully finished and finished object at the beginning of this video? Sheesh. Okay, so then I only have 2 WIPs. I had 3 full days of I couldn't stitch once, and then like other days it was like I couldn't stitch very much. So I felt like I didn't get as many like works in progress in as I wanted to. I did spend a full week finishing Strawberry Fields, because I was like, I want to finish this. I need this to be done because it was so close, and I want to hang that soon. So I worked on that, and then I pulled out My Mother's House. This is my oldest WIP, My Mother's House by Kathy Barrick. And I was able to put in some of the black work at the bottom and the lettering. There is no place like, and then I also got in house. I watched The Defeated as I stitched this. Oh no, I couldn't, because there was German subtitles. It was in English and German. Well, I was watching it at night when I wasn't stitching, and then I watched Motel Makeover on Netflix. And I put that on because I love a good like before and after of a a makeover, I guess, of a building or like decor, that kind of stuff. And right away I was like, I know that motel. It's in Canada, it's in Ontario, it's at Sauble Beach. It's the Knights Inn. If you've been to Sauble Beach and you've been on the main drag, you know the motel. Like, so that's the one they made over. So it was really fun because like I knew everything. I've been there a million times. I didn't stay there, but my grandma had a cottage at Sauble Beach growing up, so we would go every summer. Okay, so anyways, I was like, I'm gonna put some of this in. This took a long time. I was surprised how long it took. And the letters, and like the letters are very close to the fabric color, but I think it looks good. I had to take a break from flowers. This big beast flower took me so long. Once I made a working copy and started highlighting what I had done, it went way faster because there were 4 colors in there. And yes, I want to get this done too because it's my oldest WIP, and it was the first piece that like really spoke to me. That was like, I don't want to say like a big girl piece, but it was like a big girl piece. It wasn't like a cutesy whatever piece. So anyways, so I do want to keep working on that. Gotta get the chocolate out of it still. The Cadbury's killing me because I'm still, if you were wondering, I'm still eating 1 to 2 a day of those. I'm kickboxing, but like that's just literally to counteract the Cadbury. Like nothing else is changing. C'est la vie. Okay, and then the other WIP is Quaker Snowflakes by Hello from Liz Mathews. This is my black and white copy, not copy, but it printed out black and white because my printer went broken. My printer is still, like, I printed out something and half of it's like on blue, half of it's black. I don't, oops, sorry, I jiggled you. Anyways, Quaker Snowflakes, and this is how it's looking. Oh, sorry, I forgot, I do this every time. My mother's house is stitched on 25 count Lugana, and it is 3 strands of the DMC over 2. 3 strands, yeah, okay. I feel like something looks weird now. Anyways, okay, here it is, Quaker Snowflakes. This is the fabric that I dyed myself. I have a Rit Aida dyeing tutorial. It doesn't have to be Aida, but this is Aida. This is 18 count Aida. And I'm gonna bring it in so you can see my snowflakes. So I thought in my head, I was like, okay, I'll just quickly, I only have like a day or 2 to stitch on this. Oh, my leg's asleep. I'll just do 1 snowflake and a bunch of little ones and fill in this area. No, I worked on literally just this snowflake. And it took me so long. Well, actually, it took me so long because I had to take half of it out because I miscounted by 1 and it wouldn't have been symmetrical. And normally I can like fudge things or leave it in. I was like, there's no way. I will notice it's not symmetrical. So somehow I didn't notice when I was stitching it, but eventually I did. So isn't that so pretty? It's very fun to stitch this one. And I'm stitching it with the GMC. So those are my WIPs. I don't know what I'm gonna work on this week. I do know, okay, we know my birthday is on, well, we don't know, but I know. My birthday's on Friday, which means a new birthday start. And, oh my leg, it's really asleep. Like, and I stood it up to try and wake it up, and now it's like, everything's like sliding down my calf. Okay, so, let's see, let me pull up what I've got. Okay, I did a few statistics for you guys because I don't really know why, because I like statistics, I guess. Okay, so I told you, I asked for recommendations for my birthday start. I said that I really kind of was thinking pieces of Olde, and then I showed Butterfly Cloche, and I showed a few others, and I was like, let me know what you think. So 4 people voted for pieces of Olde, 2 people voted for Home of a Stitcher, and 15 people voted for Butterfly Cloche. So I liked knowing that. And I'm going to definitely stitch Butterfly Cloche, and I'm gonna put it in this project bag. This is my Gamma's Treasures project bag because it has all the butterflies on it. But I'm not gonna do it as my birthday start. Sorry guys, but I will stitch it. So you guys are gonna get to see me stitch it. But I just had to say yes to Pieces of Olde by Kathy Barrick. I don't know what it is. The colors. This is, again, so I kind of fixed my printer, so I did print this, but these colors aren't true to it because, again, this is the PDF. I do a lot of PDF downloads. So Pieces of Olde, like this dress, why do I love it all? I don't know. So I pulled all the floss. I'm gonna do GMC, of course. I love GMC. I've been watching Betsy Klegger on FlossTube. Oh, I was dying during her first video, and she calls herself a floss. I can't say it because it was very controversial, I guess, at the time, and then she had to adapt what she called it, but I'm like, I'm a DMC. Oh, the word that she used. It's not a very nice word, but it was very funny when she said it. She said so many funny things. Check out Betsy's videos. I'm only a couple in, so no spoilers, but I love her already. Okay, so then I had this piece of fabric from the thrift store. It was in with a chart, and it was like 50 cents for the chart, and it came with the fabric, but like someone had already stitched. Oh, there's Mia. Someone had already. Hi, Mia. I love putting my head against her head. Mew, she never looks. I always get it. Oh, there she is. She looks mad there, but she's not usually mad. Okay, she's probably gonna jump up again. So I have this fabric. Don't do it, Mew. And so I put a poll on Instagram to see, should I frog what the other person has already done, or should I just try and find another piece? But like this was like the perfect piece, perfect size. Like this is the exact size I need. It's like just a little bit longer, I think, than what I need. I do 1 inch for finishing, 1 inch for like border, and I don't know if I always use it every time, but I have it in my head. Well, at first I was doing 2 inches for border, 2 inches for finishing. That's 4 inches on each side. That's 8 inches on each side. That's too many inches. So anyways, I'm gonna do it on this. I figured this is a 28 count. I had to like, so because someone had already stitched in it, I was able to like measure, but I kept getting like 14 or 15 per inch, so I didn't know. I think it is 28 count because they were stitching over too. So anyhow, the Instagram poll came back as 97%, I think, said do it, frog it. But then, so there was like 200 and something people that said that, and then there was like 7 that were like, no, I would never take the time to frog it. So anyways, it's the perfect color, it's the perfect size. It's gonna be my birthday start. I've pulled the floss. I'm pretty much ready to start that on Friday, so stay tuned on Instagram. I will be posting about it. What else do I have to tell you? I've got haul, I've got Stitch Kindness, but I can't remember where I was. Oh, I'm on haul. Okay, where's my haul? Okay, I've really kind of wanted to get into beadwork. One of the very first pieces I did was a Christmas piece, and it had beads for the Christmas lights, and I loved it. I love doing the beads. So I know there's Mill Hill and Mirabilia. Hi, Mew. So I bought this Mill Hill kit. It's a Monarch Butterfly, and I'm really excited to stitch this. So, ew. She's so close. Okay, get down. Oh no, the children are being loud and wild again. That's okay. And then I placed last week's shop. Oh, what the heck is that? Last week's shop was Creative Quarters in British Columbia for the Canadian shop feature, and I ordered from them that day, and it came. My order came within a week, which I was very impressed with because it takes mail slow here still, even local mail. So I ordered. Oh my gosh, Mew, jump or don't. She's on my Strawberry Fields Forever piece. Okay, she's gone. I ordered 3 birds of a feather chart. Mary, Mary. It says, I don't know what it says. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Okay, the next one is Bitter Flower Sampler. I don't really like what it says, and neither does my husband. And so I'm probably gonna change what it says, but I do love the piece itself. And then the last one is Bird Sampler. I don't really like that yellowy material, but I could do it probably on Vintage Country Mocha or something. So yeah, the charts are in excellent condition. It came really quick. I'm really happy with the service there, so check them out too. And then I went to the thrift store. I can hear the boys like jumping around, and like they get really wild sometimes. Like they run around with pillows on their heads, and oh, you know. Mew. Anyways, okay, so I was at the thrift store and I found this really fun fabric. So I thought this would be fun for finishing something. there was like a pretty good amount of it. It was $1, I think, for this, which I thought was a lot for the thrift store, considering what else I got from that thrift store. But it's like spiderweb material. How cute. It has a bit of like stretch to it, I want to say. And yeah, I know I'll definitely use it. Probably for some like cute finishing stuff. But then this was crazy. This was $1.25. This is a full yard of like some sort of, like, I think it's Lugana. It feels like Lugana. So I don't think I'm gonna use all red. I'll probably share some of this with you guys because I can't imagine going through all that. But like, how fun. $1.25. Like, no way. So that, oh, and then this binder, it says Christmas and cross stitch. It was 75 cents. It was empty. There was nothing in it, but I was like, I do need a binder and it would be fun to organize all my Christmas cross stitch. So I did. I like put all my Christmas cross stitch in this binder. I put them in like the, oh, that's not Christmas. Okay, this was also at the thrift store though. Silver needle by Just Man. So I grabbed that. Maybe someone might want to stitch that or something. But yeah, I put like all my Christmas charts in here. Sorry, that's really bright. You know, I put the smalls into like that. So this is like my fun binder. When I went to my mom's on the weekend, I made her look through every chart in it. Got a lot of charts. I put Halloween in here too. It wasn't just Christmas, but I did put Halloween in here too. So that's my fun little binder that I got. And I like, sometimes I'll just lay in bed and look at it. That's part of our hobby. We forget. No, we're not gonna stitch every chart that we have, but we like looking at them, and that's part of the hobby. It's like collecting and also looking and enjoying. It brings me joy, so that's why I have that ginormous binder. My mom was horrified at that binder. Horrified in like, how many charts do you have kind of way. Not horrified like, oh, this is a disgusting binder. Like, it was just like, whoa, you need to calm down kind of thing. But and she like kept trying to do things. I was like, we're not done the binder yet. I forced her to look at them all, but she had a good time, I think. And she knows that I'm very intense, so she just probably didn't think twice of me forcing her. Okay, so then I have some Stitch Kindness, and we have a giveaway. So, okay, my Stitch Kindness is from Anonymous. I do know who it is, but she has said, just say a Stitch friend. She sent this, which I believe is from Kitten Stitcher, which I love. This is her little card. Isn't that so cute? And she remembered me saying that I really love the drawn thread, so she sent me, well, I'm okay, guys. Everything's okay. I don't know where I am. There I go. There we go. There I go. So, what is that? Oh, did it come with two? Oh no, is this the wrong one? Oh, I don't know what's happening. Okay, well, anyways, Simply Summer. Simply Autumn, which I love. Does it come with two charts? Because on the back, it's showing me like this, and this is so cute. So I think, that's what I'm confused about, guys. So no, it's just this one. But what is that on the back? No. Oh, I don't know. Guys, I don't know. And then Simply Spring. So a big thank you to Anonymous Stitch Friend. Love these. I am going to treasure them and stitch them for sure. I just need to get, what season do I need to get? I have spring, autumn, and summer, so I just need winter. And then I got some more Stitch Kindness from Chantal. Chantal she's an artist, and she also is a stitcher, and so she started hand painting Aida. And so she makes these small painted Aida pieces, and she figured out, she said it was a long process for her to figure out how to seal it, and she said she wanted to gift me some. So this is what one piece looks like. It looks like a beachy, if I turn it that way, like a beachy kind of, like you could stitch, like imagine the Lizzie Kate one, the summer one that I did it as a giveaway on there. And then there's just like this one, which is like blues and grays, kind of marbly. So I am going to do a giveaway for one of these. So if you want to win this, I think she said 9x9 and it's Aida. So if you'd like to win a piece of this, let me just show you her card. paintwithstitches.com. I think she has an Etsy shop as well, but I'll link it all below. And if you'd like to win this blue piece, you can stitch it however you want. All you need to do is leave the word blue in your comment. And that'll be, you need to be 18 or older because I need to know your address, and don't say giveaway because then people like just search for giveaway and then they find giveaways and we don't want to give away to them. And make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so that's for the blue. And then I want to do one more giveaway. And I do have a bigger giveaway coming, but anyways. Okay, so then there's this one. I wanted to pass the stash, which is this Bent Creek Color Red Snapper, part of the Snapper series. Snapper Color series? Yeah, World of Color Snapper series. I stitched this in like a day. It was so fun. It makes me think of September. Oh, Mew, you little... At least the video's not turning off, but I don't want her to do that again. Oh my gosh, okay. If you would like to win this, just tell me your favorite part of September. I'm sure it's probably gonna be back to school for so many people. That's my favorite thing of September. My birthday's in September and back to school is my favorite, so. I don't know, it's just like new beginnings. I don't know. Everything's fresh and new. It feels like a new start and I love it. That's my favorite part, back to school. Even when I didn't go back to school, like that was even before the kids were in school. So these are the two giveaways. Blue or your favorite September, favorite thing about September. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's the apple tree because we have an apple tree and so the apples come in, they're ready, they're red in September. So that's why I think I said that. Okay, and then I just want to quickly talk about Expo a little bit. What do I have? I wrote down a few things because I can't remember the names of everything. And I want to make sure I covered everything. Did I cover everything I wanted to talk about? Yes. Yes. Boom. Did it. Look at me. The old me would have been like, you don't have time to check, you did it all, just go, go, go. But I checked. Okay, so there are 3 charts that I'm loving. He was trying to eat my stuff. I love you guys. Thanks for putting up with me. The first one is by Little Robin Designs, which I had never heard of. I think Crazy Band Lady Stitches posted it on Instagram maybe. And anyways, when I saw it, I loved it. It's called Autumnal Sampler. Yeah. And it says, life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. And I love it. I love the colors. I love the fabric choice. That blue. I love the moon. I love the way we get half the tree. I love it. So that's one that I might have to stitch. I haven't ordered anything. I'm just like, I have a million things to start already, but those are things that I'm like, I might not be able to resist and we'll just pull the trigger on eventually. So that was the first one. The second one is Blue Flower Stitching. Is that what they're called? Is it the Blue Flower? It's just called the Blue Flower. Yeah, I think the Instagram is Blue Flower Stitching. Anyways, Moonlight Sampler. I love that one. It says, though my soul may set in darkness, it will rise in perfect light. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Love it. I love the saying. I love all the little characters around it. I really like that sampler too. So that's number 2. And number 3 is Hello from Liz Mathews, Token of Fall. It's the one with the blue bird. That bird, everyone's talking about that bird. That bird is beautiful, but also it's the border that I love. And it's the numbers and the letters and the way they just kind of fall. I will be stitching that one as well. So those were my 3 Expo faves. Let me know what your favorite Expo ones are. Feel free to tag me in Expos on Instagram, like if you see a new chart or whatever. I did love seeing everyone's stuff. There's so many more, but those were the 3 that like stuck out, I think, the most to me, and the ones that I'm most likely to stitch. So you can place your orders with your local needlework shop because I think Expo's over now, and your pre-orders, I should say. And yeah, I'm very excited for those new charts to come out, and I'm excited to actually like see everything else. that's everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good life. Everything is good. Even when it's not, everything is good. And I have so much to be grateful for. I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching every week. Thank you for spending time with me. I love it. I love interacting with you all. I love that I can just talk and talk and talk about what I'm passionate about. And you guys are amazing. Every comment, every like, every chit chat on Instagram, I love it. So thank you so much. I am looking forward to next video to show you what I've done, because I don't even know what I've done. My plans are, I've got my birthday start, but then I also want to start going crazy on fall. So probably next video I'll show some of my fall choices. I did show them on Instagram, but I haven't made any choices. I think I might every week start a new fall, or every 2 weeks maybe. We'll see, I might get crazy. Anyways, that is episode 33. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. You can email me. My email will be in the description box below. And probably something else I'm supposed to say, but I don't know. So keep stitching your story, and I will see you next time. Bye.